Hello friends, what we are going to do today is we are going to make a very beautiful warm colored fish. Okay, so let's see the supplies that we need. What we need the color paper from last week to see what colors go well together. Okay, then we need the crayons. We need watercolor. Your watercolors box may not look the same, but you have your watercolors, right? You need those. And then you need the other half of the paper that you used last week. Okay, and also some water. So let's see how we do this. So let me put this away first, and then let's first learn how to draw a fish first. Okay, so for that, let me go grab your whiteboard if you have one, or grab a scrap paper. We are going to just practice drawing a fish. So let's see how we do it. Do you guys know how to make a circle? I know you guys know. So you're going to, it should be you don't have, we are going to make a circle, not too big, not too small. So see the circle. First start with the circle, and then we are going to make the fish. Now I'm going to make a line like that, like this. It's like a sideways V. Okay, and then you will erase of this line. Once you're done, then we need to make the fins, right? So it's like a triangle. What shape do you see? A triangle, right? And on this is on the other side. You see only little bit of the triangle, not the complete triangle. And you can draw the eyes the way you want. Okay, I know you guys know how to draw eyes the cute way. You can make the mouth also the way you want. You can have it just like this. Maybe you can have the mouth. Oh, you can have the mouth like he's. So I've showed you some ways. Maybe you know some more ways, right? The eyes again, you can draw. This is like, I always call it the donut, a circle within a circle, or you can draw this way also, or this way too, right? So let it be like this now. Now we need to draw the fin on the top. So for that, I'm going to draw a line like that, and then like this. Okay, lines. The tail is like a C, and then connect it. So we have a fish. Okay, we are going to make a bigger one. So you can draw it this way, or I'll show you another way. We'll start with the circle again. A line like this, a backward C, another backward C. I'm going to erase this off. A backward C, connect it, and then eyes, his mouth, fin, so it's like a backward C again. Okay, so we'll draw lines also. So two ways, or you can just do it this way. One more way, let me show you quickly. Like that, and a V, C, backward C, connected, erase of this, 2 triangles, eyes, mouth, fin, then the stripes on his body if you want his eyebrows coming up like that. Okay, so there are 3 ways you can draw. I've showed you guys 3 ways. Now let's draw it on the paper. So I have the paper. You guys can draw first with the pencil, and then maybe you can draw with the black crayon. Okay, so I'm going to grab my pencil because I need to erase of some part, right? So choose one way that you're going to do. I'm going to draw the fish this way. Should I draw him this way, or I don't know, maybe, yeah, maybe that would be a nice way. So if you're drawing the fish like this, you can put the paper this way. The other way, you can place it like this. It's up to you. Okay. So the circle should be, for the head, should be almost the size of your fist. When you make a fist, it should be that size. Okay. So I'm going to make a circle, and then you're just leaving 3 finger space on top. Even if you are drawing this fish sideways, leave a little bit of space on this side. Okay, so I'm going to leave a 3 finger space, and then it should be this size. I'm going to make a circle. So see, so if you don't know how to make a circle, you can use something to help you with. See, this that is a small one. Maybe this one would be a better circle, right? So what I do is I collect all these containers. So you guys can also do that. See what I have with me to make circles. So next time your mom is done using something and she's going to recycle the lid or the container, you can collect all this and keep for art, so you have something to draw a circle with. Okay, so I have all these things to make a circle with, so I'm going to use this one maybe, or I'm happy with my circle that I made. So you guys can use one of something to draw a circle with. Okay, or you can draw it freehand. So I just showed you guys my collection of lids. So now I'm going to draw the circle. Can you see the circle that I'm making? Okay, so now I have the circle, and now I need to make the tail. So I have to make a backward C. Now from here, if I make it from here, your fish would be too thin, right? So from here, okay, this is enough length. Now I'm going to erase of this, the circle, this part of the circle. Now what we need to do is we need to make a backward C again at the end of the tail, and then connect it. Now what we need to do is we need to make the fin, right? So I'm going to make a line like that, a curvy line, and then come down. Okay, maybe this much. Then I'm going to make the fin. Fin is like a triangle, right? And then we have one more fin on this side. If you want it to be a little bit longer, that also works. Maybe I'll make it a little bit longer. Okay. So we have the fish, the part of the fish that the basic fish thing. Now all we need is to draw the eyes, the mouth and things. Okay, I'm going to make them look funny, so I'm going to make one eye big, one eye a little bit small, a goofy fish. Okay, and his eyebrows like that, and his mouth. Okay, so I have the fish done, so I'm going to now outline this fish with my black marker, or you can use a black, or you should be using not black crayon. I'll show you what you're going to use. You're going to use the red crayon. Okay, so let's see how it will look. Outline the fish with red. The eyes we will do with black. Okay, so the fin, I'm going to add some lines inside this fins. Maybe the whole fin I'm going to color this up. Okay, this tail I'm going to color it in red. Now his mouth, we can make it red, right? So we have all the lines that should be done in red. So you guys are going to take black. I'm going to take this black marker. Don't use the marker, this is a permanent marker. You guys can use the black crayon, okay, to make the eyes. I'm leaving a little bit of shine so it looks really cute. I'm going to make this line and this one. I'm going to color his eyebrows and the mouth. Maybe I'll just go around his mouth with this. So what you guys should do is, when you guys are done painting everything, you guys can take the black marker. When the painting is dry, you can take your black marker and you can go over with the black marker. Once we are done painting, it's going to be still wet, so I don't have time to wait and show you guys, right? So that's why I'm just outlining everything with the black marker now. Okay, so next what we are going to do is we are going to color this fellow. Oh, before we color, we need to make some stripes in orange. So I'm going to take orange and then I'm going to make stripes on his body. Okay, so this is, stripes are like this, 2, maybe 3 stripes. Okay, so we used red and orange. Now we'll paint our fish with yellow because this is a goldfish. Okay, so we are using all the warm colors for our fish. So warm colors are these 3 colors: yellow, orange and red. And why are they called warm? Is it warm to touch? No, it will make you feel warm when you look at these colors, or when you think of these colors, you will think of something warm. So if I ask you guys to think of something that is warm, what are the things that you usually think of? You think of a sun, or you think of fire. And both these things, what are the colors the fire and sun is made of? Yellow, orange, and red, right? So warm colors, that's the reason why they are called the warm colors. And these three colors, green, blue, and purple, these are called the cold colors. This is the color of the sky, color of the water, the color of the grass, the meadows, or the tree, which will make you feel, if you sit under a tree with green leaves, full of leaves, what happens? It will make you feel cold, right? So these are the cold colors, the color of the ocean, the blue and green together. So these are the purple is this color of the night sky. So again, nighttime is not warm, it is cold. So these are all the cold colors. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to use the warm colors for the fish and the cold colors for the water. What will happen if you use these two colors together is, when you use these two colors together, the things that you colored with red will look like it is coming forward. So after we are done painting this, the fish will look like it is in front of the water is behind it. So let's see if we can make that happen. Okay, before we color, should we color his cheeks red? Should we make him cuter? It's up to you guys. Okay, I just wanted to do this. Now let me put the crayons back. Okay, where are my stuff? One second, hold on. Let me try and okay. So I'm going to put this away because we don't need this. I don't want to get this wet. Okay, so I'm going to take my watercolor now. So watercolors come this way, whether it is this box or the Crayola box. This is a different brand of colors. The other thing is wet, so that's why I'm using this one right now. Okay, and there is a brush that comes with it, right? So we just need yellow for the fish because we have already colored with the other warm colors with the crayon, right? So, and then maybe before that, let's add some lines for the water. Or should we? I'm going to add some squiggly lines, okay, like this. So when you reach a line, when you reach the fish, you're going to jump over the fish and then continue on the other side. Squiggly lines. And maybe before putting the crayons away, I'm going to make some seaweed on the bottom over here. So I'm grabbing the green and then I'm going to make some lines upwards like this. Maybe I like to put it like this and then come up like that. It looks like grass under the ocean or the river or the pond or whatever it is. So we have that, and as you noticed that you guys saw that all the grass is going in different directions, right? So that is done. Now what we need to do is, let's talk about the brush before we start using the brush. So the brush has three parts. Okay, so this is the most important part. Is the brush's hair, the bristles are the most important part, because that is with which we paint, right? And this is the most dangerous part. The metallic part is the dangerous part, because what will happen if you put your hand on this dangerous part, the danger zone? That's what we call in the art room. I hope you guys remember that. What will happen is you will get paint on your fingers from the bristles, right? So where should we put your fingers on? You will put it on the handle just below the metal part. Okay, Mr. Brush likes to keep his hair like this, pointy like this, up like that. He doesn't like a messy hair. So if somebody messes his hair, he doesn't do a, like, he will be angry with you, and when you are painting with his help, he won't help you well, and your painting is going to look awful. So be nice to Mr. Brush. Keep his hair the way he likes it, like this, pointy upwards, and then he will help you have a nice painting. So how do we take care of the hair? We will not be like doing this with the brush. You will not play around with the hair of the brush. Okay, leave him alone. Okay, now the paints are like this. They are dry. Okay, so we need to wake these colors up. So let's see how we do this. So we are going to use yellow first, right? So I'm taking some water. Can you see the water? And I'm dripping my brush in the water. I'm just putting a drop, 2 drop, 3 drops of water in the yellow. So this is still sleepy. I need to wake this fellow up. No, before I wake him up, I need to use blue and purple for the background. We have used green already here. So I'm just going to add some. These fellows are also sleeping. We need to wake them up for later use, right? So I'm going to put a drop of 2, 3 drop of water in blue and 3 in purple. Got it? So, okay, one more thing we should do is, I'm going to add some bubbles coming out of this fish. I'm going to make some dots with white all around some places here. Okay, you may not be able to see this right now, but you'll be able to feel it, and when we paint, you'll be able to see that. Okay, that is one thing I forgot to do. Now I'm going to take the brush. The brush is still clean. I haven't dipped in any of the paint yet, right? I've just poured water. Now I'm going to, this fellow is still sleeping. I need to wake him up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tickle him. So I'm going to swirl my brush in, not blue, yellow. So see that the paint doesn't get into the other colors, okay? Just swirl, swirl, swirl. Now this color is wide awake. I have enough yellow, so I'm going to take the yellow. And when I'm painting, I'll make sure that the color doesn't get inside the eyes, okay? So I'm just going to be careful. I'm using the pointy part of the brush, and see how I'm holding the brush. I'm holding the brush like I'm holding my pencil. So this is the right way to hold. Don't hold the brush this way. Don't hold the brush this way. Usually you hold the brush this way. That is some other kind of brush that you'll hold this way. That is your toothbrush. This is not your toothbrush. Hold it like this, like a pencil next to the metal part. Hold it like that, and then you're going to use just the tip of your brush to go around the eyes. You don't want the yellow to get inside the eye, otherwise your fish is going to look like the fish has jaundice. Jaundice is a type of a disease when your eyes and your body turns yellow. Okay, so we don't want him to, his body is already yellow. We don't want his eyes also to turn yellow, right? I'm going to go around slowly. Take my time. And then I'm going to paint. Now I need to, when the brush is dry, you just dip it in water, and if it is not bright enough, you will swirl in the paint. See? So his face is painted. Now I need to paint his fins. Each time the brush gets dry, I'm dipping in the water. I'm just going along the lines. I don't want to paint outside the fish. I don't want to paint the water yellow. So I'm just making the fence first. Again, dip it in water, dip it in the paint, and then I'm finishing this off. I love the way he turned out. I hope you guys are liking the way your fish turned out, right? Okay, so now let's wash our brush. So let me show you guys how to wash the brush the right way. Pretend that your brush is a broom and you are sweeping the floor to get the dirt stuff out of the room, okay? Things on the, so there is stuff on your brush. You need to get out of it, right? So you're going to sweep the floor of the container. So how do you sweep? You'll press it down like that. Press, press. Am I making Mr. Brush's hair messy? No, I'm just sweeping the floor. I'm not doing this. I'm going like this, side to side, side to side. And now my brush is clean. I'm wiping my brush on the side of the rim. And then I need to take blue. So I'm going to swirl in blue. I'm making a blue now. I'm keeping in mind not to go super fast. If I go super fast, the color is going to get into the green and purple. Okay, super slow. And then I'm going to color this like this. I'm going along the lines. And this whole section, I'm coloring blue. So when my brush is dry, I dip it in water and then I go like that. Got it? Now this one I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to put purple there. So I'm going to put some water, going to take blue again, and I'm going to go paint this one. When I reach the fish, I'm being careful because we used the red crayon to make the lines. The water will stop from entering the fish, but we're still being careful. The reason is the oil from the crayon will push away the water, but we are still being careful. Okay, can you see the white dot that we made there? It looks nice once the paint gets on top of it, right? So I'm going to go around the fish. I'm being careful. I'm making a fence. I'm just pushing this away so you guys can see better. Like that. I'm coming down and then I'm trying to paint in the same direction, downwards, little bit more paint. You can still see the plants, right? Okay, now next one I'm going to leave it like that. This one is going to be blue. So I'm making a fence first. My throat is dry now. I think I need a sip of water, just like this brush. Oh, but I can't drink this water. I need to get up and go and get a glass of water. Maybe I'll finish this and then get up and get some water. Okay, so this section is done. We forgot something, my friends. We forgot to write our name on the bottom corner. So if you already painted a little, there is not much space on the corner, you can wait for the painting to dry and then write your name. I'm going to write my name because there is enough space. My name is just one letter, right? So I have enough space to write my name. You guys are going to write your grade and then you're going to write your room number. I'm going to pretend that I'm in room 9. So I have that. You guys are not pretending. You will write your room number, okay? Not somebody's room number. Please don't do that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take purple. So I wash my brush. Even if there is a little bit of blue on your brush, it won't hurt, because purple, how do you make purple? Purple is made by mixing red and blue together, right? So it won't be a big problem if you have a little bit of blue left behind. So I'm going to make a fence first on either side. My brush is dry. I'm dipping in water. I'm going to paint. Can you see the white dots? It's wet, dry, so I'm going to dip it in paint and then dip it in water. So if you paint, the water that you use for painting gets super dirty, you better get some fresh water, okay? So let me make the fence again. Dip it in water and then going to spread this out. Dip it in water, dip, dip, dip. When I was small, there was a tea ad for tea that was like dip, dip, dip. So that's the same thing. We are going dipping, dipping in water. I'm trying my best not to mess Mr. Brush's hair, because he gets annoyed super fast and he won't help you get a good art in the end, okay, good painting. So we don't want to annoy Mr. Brush. Mr. Brush, I'm being nice to you, so be nice to me. Paint a nice painting for me, Mr. Brush. Okay, I'm doing that for you because you are being so nice to me. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Mr. Brush agreed to be nice to me because I was nice to Mr. Brush. So we are done, guys. So can you see the thing? So what is happening right now? Does the fish look like it is in the front? I think it does look like it is in the front, right? The reason is the warm colors, when you use along with the cold colors, it will make the art look like whatever you painted with, or the warm colors, that is orange, red and yellow, will look like it is in the front and the cold colors are in the back. Hope you guys enjoyed making this art with me. I want you guys to take a picture of this and email me like last time. Email me in the email ID that I will put it in the end. And till we meet next time. Oh, before that, let me tell you one more thing before I go. So I want you guys to wash your brush really well. Let me show you how to clean up also, okay? Wash your brush, sweep the floor of the container, wash it. This bristles, this was white in color, that's why the pigment doesn't wash off. Actually, it is pretty clean. Can you see any paint? No, so that is clean. So I have washed this brush well. See how the hair is standing. Mr. Brush, are you happy with the way your hair is? Yes, thank you, my dear. Okay. You're welcome. So Mr. Brush wants the hair the same way that it was before. So it looks exactly how it was when we started, except that it has some color on it, right? So we are going to leave the brush here, and then we are not going to close it immediately because the paint is still wet. We don't want to close it now because otherwise it may get moldy. So we will leave it open for like maybe 10-15 minutes till it dry, and then we'll close it, and then you will put this along with your crayons and markers and your color wheel thing in the envelope. Okay, this after taking the picture, maybe if you want to display it in your room, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, the rest of the stuff goes in the envelope. Water, you can throw it away and then keep the container. Okay, so till we meet next week, bye bye.